Hey guys, welcome back to Loop Hub. Today we'll talk about 5 times Gordon Ramsay has failed. Let's head into it. Number 5. Gordon Ramsay has failed to save a lot of folks' restaurants.
Okay, 2 portions of fish and chips, takeaway.
In the show Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay tries to save an awful restaurant in a single week. These establishments often have bad management, out-of-date food, and terrible chefs. In one episode, Gordon even finds a pigeon and a dead lobster in an eatery's kitchen. However, despite the fact that Gordon Ramsay must face these challenges, most of the episodes end on a hopeful note. In a 2012 episode about La Galleria, Ramsay renovates the restaurant and sends this establishment a great chef to work there for a month. When you watch this episode, you feel as if this place could turn around. In November of 2018, La Galleria closed. In fact, a lot of the restaurants that Gordon Ramsay tried to save are no longer open. According to Reality TV Revisited, 79% of the eateries that Gordon have went to have closed since their episodes aired, as of May 2020. This means that only 22 spots are still around since the show had its 7th and final season. While Ramsay did fail to save a lot of restaurants, it should be noted that the number that he did salvage is still impressive. Most of these places were train wrecks on the brink of collapsing. It's honestly jaw-dropping that one of these joints is still open, let alone 22. And who knows, maybe some aspiring entrepreneurs may have learned some valuable lessons by watching this drama-filled program. Number 4. Gordon Ramsay couldn't make an A+ pad thai.
I love Thai food, I love cooking it and I love eating it, but this has to be the most daunting task so far.
Ramsay can skillfully cook a lot of different foods. This lad can make a perfect steak, some delish gnocchi, and the chicken parmesan of our century. However, there are some dishes that Gordon Ramsay cannot create well. And according to the Blue Elephant's executive chef Shang, he cooks woeful pad thai. In Ramsay's show, The F Word, he attempts to make some pad thai for the monks at the Buddhapapita temple. This cook takes place at the Blue Elephant and under the watchful eye of Chang. After a 1-minute montage, Ramsay has finished his dish. He then asks Chang if he's happy with the meal. Chang responds, "I have to taste it first." After Chang finishes this quip, he takes a decent bite of the pad thai. "How is it?" asks Ramsay. Chang's face cringes. "This is not pad thai at all." Ramsay is shocked. "I think that doesn't taste too bad," he retorts. Chang then dunks on this celebrity chef by saying, "For you, but not for me. Therefore, the next time you burn your pad thai or somehow fail at making it, remember you're not alone." There's even a possibility that it could still be better than Gordon Ramsay's. Number 3. Gordon Ramsay failed to get a Guinness World Record. On The F Word, Gordon Ramsay and his daughter Tilly Ramsay attempted to get the world record for cracking the most amount of eggs into different cups. An official Guinness judge stated that they must have one hand behind their back. They also had to take turns cracking the egg, and to make this challenge even more difficult, any glass that contained some shell was disqualified. Gordon and Tilly aimed to crack more than 33 eggs in less than a minute. When the timer went off, the Ramsay family gave this challenge a red-hot go. You can really see in the video that both of them gave this test their all. However, Gordon and Tilly only cupped 31 eggs. Yep, that's right, they were just 2 cracks away from the win. Number 2. A Gordon Ramsay restaurant once received a 2-star hygiene rating. In 2015, Independent reported that Gordon Ramsay's restaurant Maze had a bad case of the cockroaches. They said health inspectors found 7 of the insects in areas used to prep food and wash up. These critters resulted in the place getting an admissible 2-star hygiene rating. If you compare this article to the joint's original reviews, you can see how crushing a report like this can be. In 2013, Time Out called this eatery swanky and distinctive. It can be hard to remember this praise after you learn that creepy crawlies once lived inside their kitchen. The Ramsay brand got a spokesperson named Joe Livingston who reported to this fail. She said, "We invest considerable time and resources in maintaining the highest possible food hygiene standards and have an excellent track record. In addition to our own in-house measures, we work with an independent author who regularly inspects all our restaurants." Joe also stated this was an isolated incident. Number 1. Gordon Ramsay failed to keep Jackass's Steve-O under control.
Together in a heartbeat, I swear to God.
What do you mean churn it out? What does churn it out mean?
Turn it out means get out the fucking pan.
Gordon Ramsay has made a show called Scrambled, and it's a series where he cooks different recipes with celebrities or in unique locations around the world. In one of these episodes, he invited Steve-O on to make a Southwestern omelet. Now, if you don't know who Steve-O is, he's from a stunt series called Jackass. This guy once put a fish hook through his face and snorted wasabi. To say that he's done some extreme stunts would be a tad of an understatement. It would also be an understatement to say that Steve-O flips flip this quaint little cooking show upside down. At the start of the clip, this man grabs one of Gordon Ramsay's sharp knives and goes to balance it on the tip of his nose. As the knife is being lowered, you can see Gordon saying no, no, no. Luckily, this stunt goes off without a hitch. However, Steve O then proceeds to chop up a chili instead of a scallion and crack an egg against the side of his head. Furthermore, Steve O brought along his own hot sauce called Steve O's hot sauce for your butthole, but before he spiced it into his food, he poured some straight into his right eyeball. Ramsay then screamed for a medic and later on face-palmed his entire face. On this day of filming, Gordon truly failed to quell a celebrity guest. What do you think about these fails? Which was the worst one? Let us know in the comments section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.